Welcome, guys, girls. How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Here we got just a simple battery charger. This is an oldie. If you look at the bottom, she's had some years on her. I've already opened it up because, to be honest, it was absolutely disgusting underneath. So, what we got the cords here, and got one broken off here. This one's still attached, so I'll have to attach this guy here. All right, let me pop the top. Pop it like a top. Want to get in this thing. Hopefully it works. It looks simple enough inside that I should be able to figure it out, we hope, and get it working. Says on the back here up to 6 amps. I'm gonna bring that up so that everyone can see. The model is 8016 Silver Beauty, they call it. Input 120 volts, 60 hertz, 1.5 amps. That's what it consumes at its max. And output is 6 to 12 volts DC, 6 amps, out of Chicago. Chicago, there you go. I always hear Chicago's quite very nice. I wouldn't know personally, but I would love to visit someday. So here we go. The top is off. And looking at it, I put this in here just to show you guys. As you can see, it's quite dingy, nasty. But over in here, let me get Mr. Pointy. Over here, right there, that's our little circuit breaker. When it gets too warm, as it heats up, the amperage through it will heat it up further, and it's got a bimetal strip. I showed that work in another video of mine. It pops, and when it pops, it opens the circuit. And then back here is what we have as an old timer. That's a selenium rectifier. And one of the first things I want to do is check this selenium rectifier here and check out our circuit breaker. Make sure that it's not popped already and just refusing to close back up, which would make a open circuit into a closed circuit. So we'll get our Mr. Tester out. Flip these around. It is another beautiful day here in Western New York. I'd have to tell you. Oh, I want clampies. Clampy clamps. Mr. Clamps. And I got my... Can put them on. Put my needle tips. Want them go on. Or I have... what I just hung up. Which is this. Which is actually very handy to use, especially with SMD stuff. I can plug that in. Bing, bing. Then I have tweezers. Them work actually really nice, or for small capacitors, stuff like that. You can get both leads on with one hand, which is nice. So we got these. Bring this down so you guys can see it. As normal, I didn't set this up beforehand, because I'm just not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not. We're going to want diode mode. That's beep. There's diode. So we should sense some type of diode one way on the selenium rectifier and open the other way. Ooh, that's bouncing all over the place. Bad connection here? Ah, it's good connection. Oh, might be on the... I'm on the wrong... I think I'm on the wrong guy. Okay, open. Hope my arm isn't in the way on you guys. And now if I switch it... Did I switch it, or did I leave it the same? Did I do the same damn thing? Just switch my hands. There it goes. We're getting a diode reading. Bouncing around a little bit, but almost 0.5. Nothing over here. There we go, better connection. Almost 0.5 again. So that is showing to work. Again, I'll flip-flop these. And it should be open and open. And it looks like already what's giving us an issue is just a bad connection here. You can see that it's a little bit roached out a little bit. Open, open. So that seems to be working. And we'll keep it in diode mode, and if this is closed up like it should be, we should get zeroed. If it is closed, yep, zeros right across the board. That's pretty much almost a dead short. So that's good. That shows us that at least we're getting something rolling here. You can check our switch. I'll just do continuity for that. Here's actually, this is actually tape that was over. It was over actually this one. It's not even connected here. This guy right here. If you look at him, I just put a little hoop hook on it just to hold it so I can solder that back together. And this was the tape over it, and this isn't even electrical tape. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. It's actually cloth tape. You can actually rip it, and I mean, you can't do that with electrical tape. It breaks. So that's that. Real cool stuff. Hell, we're almost ready to just plug it in and test it. Got the as normal isolation transformer, all that set up, so we're safe. I want to clean these up too, so see if I can't get these off without breaking something. Get them cleaned up. A lot of times your problems with the just like that, snapped it right off. Probably shouldn't even have touched the damn thing, but it was getting a bad connection, so I had to do something. I actually broke it right off the battery post. Oh, now I'm pulling that out. That's good. Yeah, poke in there and try to loosen them up. I was trying to wiggle it back and forth so it would come out. There it comes. There. That's off. I'll give these a quick brushing. See if I can't get in there with this. Just enough to scrape it up so I get a good connection. Sometimes you'll find these get locked on there. They almost get like corrosion that just, they're almost impossible to get off sometimes. So you gotta be careful with this older stuff. As you can see, it's a little bit brittle. That's just the way it is. That's what time does to it. And you got different metals. You got aluminum, cast aluminum, and then you got copper, and they just don't mix very well together. Over time, they anodize. It's all a lot of chemistry going on with them. So now I gotta try to weld that back on there. This is not all the way through the case, by the way. This is riveted on here. And this back is actually protecting the selenium rectifier from touching the metal. You don't want it to touch the metal like that. What's the better way if I did it like this? We'll see if it fits on there. Actually, it don't look like it was really on there that well. Maybe it was gonna come off, or maybe that was the reason why it's not working. Could be. This is going to be fun to solder, I can tell you that right now. For sure. I try to have it where the actual wire is pushing up on it to hold it. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's going to be fun. Might as well get this one up and put back. It's just bare wires, as you can see. If I do get it up and working, I'll get something over these. They're not just dangling out there in no man's land. That is aluminum. That is going to be hard to solder to. It's going to be very hard to get a solder on. Let me solder this first. Get some flux on it. Let me use some pretty rugged flux that I got here. This stuff will eat the freaking metal right off of it if you left it there for a year or so. So you definitely want to clean this stuff off when you're done. I know that for a fact because I've had it happen. Some pretty rugged stuff. But it's got them nasty chemicals in it, which once heated up, they eat up all that nastiness and get it out of there so you can get a nice bond when you do solder. I don't know how well this is going to solder. It's not going to be fun. Not fun. A whole bunch of not fun today. Oh, try to get it where you guys can see what's going on here. That should be that. Is it connected? Oh yeah, it's connected good. Nice. And this one's gonna be tough. Need to get this sitting back so you guys can see, hopefully. It's always a fine line getting you guys so you can see what I'm doing and not getting in the way myself and keeping it my arms and everything out of the way. There's a lot going on. Make sure the camera's rolling. Make sure it don't go like that. Up in smoke. Woo! Oh, it's smoky. Alright, we'll try to feed some. I gotta try to get both of them hot at the same time. Let it sit on there and heat both surfaces, hopefully. Add a little flux. That'll let the bond between the both of them, it'll act as a bonding agent. to conduct the heat between them. And I do have solder. I do have solder that's made for metal. It's tough to work with though. It's a lot stiffer. It's very hard to work with. This might be a double iron deal. I have to get 2 irons on it. I got my little TS100 just cranked all the way up to 400, as high as it goes. Just trying to get a bond here. Hope you guys got to see that. And it's still, even though it's soldered, it's still going to be flimsy. But hopefully there ain't much movement there. Oh, barely got it, huh? Other way. Bring it back out. Of course it don't want to stay. Okay, that seems to be connected there. The other connections, this is connected there, and then that's wired there. I really don't want to mess with them. We'll see if it's working first. Like I said, if it up and works good, puts out 6 amps, then we can come back, really take it apart, clean it up, and make it real safe. But if it doesn't, I've got enough of these that it's not that big a deal. While we're hot, I want to get this. Where'd it go? Get something on this. Get this rolled in here. I'm gonna get this old stuff off of here. If I can. Come on. There it comes. Big old dangly mess. Got it. That worked well. Okay, flux this. Stick it through. You can do this with just clamping it down. I don't like to. I've had them break off all the time. It's just something that they always do. Again, this flux is quite nasty, so I will be cleaning it off, but probably not on video because I don't want to have this be a 2-part. It makes no sense. And it automatically does that after 15 minutes. Or not 15, after half an hour, sorry. Curl that around so I get a good now this stuff's just plated copper. It's not really let's see if I can't bring you guys down into that. Come on. There, hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Again, I want to heat both. There's a wire through. I want to heat the clamp more than I want to heat my wire because the clamp is going to suck away more heat. And this is just copper plated, which helps in soldering, which is nice. Got that big old nasty piece off of there. I want to hold it up so that, and yeah, it's hot, but I don't want that flux getting hot. It was trying to run down into the unit, into the clamp. And I said, it's nasty. It's pretty corrosive stuff. It works good for older crap like this. Okay, I got that off. I can get some spritz in there and clean that up. Just some 99.9% rubbing alcohol I'm using. And Mr. Q. Good old Q-tip. That's all you need. Don't need nothing special. Get it good in there and get it all cleaned out. Parts that you really can't reach, it's supposedly that rubbing alcohol will clean it out anyway, even if you can't get to it. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I hear. I've been hearing. Every time I hear something or say something, I try to at least not have one source. I try to at least back up the source that I initially had, so it's not just hearing some BS one time on YouTube and taking that for granted. Or I'll test it out myself. I don't like taking people's word for things, because if you get caught with your pants down if someone's making up a story and all of a sudden I'm running with it like it's true. And I'm just clamping this down. This was already clamped once, so it's tight. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And I'll paint it red also when some other time, later today or whatever, just to get it to match. And then just the other piece, just to cover the coating on it, I'll probably paint it black. So now we're ready for Mr. Isolation Transformer and Mr. Dim Bulb. We'll get, what are we gonna go with? I'll just go with Isolation Transformer for now. I don't think I need both. It's either gonna work or it's not. Got it right here. Got this darn thing right in the way, as usual. Something's always in the way. Okay, I'll give you guys a view. So I'm plugged in right in the bottom here. This is that's for my dim bulb right there. And we'll give her a whirl. So it's got juice. Let's come back down and see if we got sparkage. Let me think. I know, amps. I want to see amps. We'll go volts first, but then we'll try amps. I'll get these clamped on. That is DC. What do we got? I'm on off, so I'll go to 6 first. Nothing. Went to 12. It's reading 37. What? You crazy? I expect it to be a little bit high, but not that high. I don't know why 3.4 is there steadily. That don't make sense. Yeah, there's nothing on the 6. On a 6 volt, as you can see. 36. Well, let's put it on a battery, clamp it to the battery, and see what we get. Then I can at least run the amp clamp on it. Run this guy on it. Oh, where's the battery? Right here. This should take some. Oh, it's not going to fit, is it? It never fits. Black on this one. Oh, it does. Wow. This one won't, but I can get on the back of it enough. Okay. Don't matter which one I clamp. As long as I clamp one of them, get that thing out of my face. I'm going to go here. I'm going to zero it out. And I'm going to flip the switch now. Oh, I'm over. Oh. Over 2 amps. Which is a good thing. OL is over limit. We'll flip it again. 2.4, 2.5. It's negative just because I got this flipped the wrong way. Positive should be flipped the other way. But then you guys can't read it. So what sense would that make? Let's go to 6 volts because that's the one that's very questionable. See, I'm reading 20 milliamps right there, or 10. It could be just back to 20. All right, now I'll flip it. And nothing. Go back to... I love this clamp meter, but it's annoying every time you flip ranges. And nothing on the 6 volt line. Not sure why that is. Back to 12. And over limit again. We'll wait. What do we got? I'll feel this. Again, it's hooked up to an isolation transformer. If you're ever messing around with this stuff, please be advised to use safety in all means. Let's short it and see what we get for amperage. I need to zero it out. Oh yeah, you can feel it flowing through it. I'll short it. Shoots up over 20, really? Must be a boost over 20 to initially. That's crazy. Alright, well I have to figure out why that 6 volt line isn't working. Let me shut it off. Take a look here. So our 6 volt wrap is, we'll do continuity. That should tell us. Need these. The one with the lower continuity is going to be the, or not continuity, ohms, I'm sorry. The one with the lower, let's see if I can get this right. I need ground, which is here. Damn. And Mr. Plus. Let's see, this one's going... Wow, I had that one awfully close. And that bond, that actually soldered it good. It had a little pressure on it just there. I didn't want to, but it did. This one's, outside one's, looks like it's out further out. It's going to have more windings. So I would be guessing this would be our 12. 215K. 200K. Yeah, that don't seem right for 6 volt. For 12 volt, we seem fine. I don't really charge anything at 6 volt, so maybe I won't even care. But I would like to know what's wrong so it doesn't give me an issue. I want to hook it back up one more time and see if the thing on the front is working. Hopefully you guys can see it too. Keep that in shot. Come on, you wench. Okay, contact. Oh, we'll see. Short it too. It's, jeez. Yeah, I got nothing there. Not even a remote spark. We know we will at 12. Oh yeah, it's working good. Hopefully you guys can see it. That's right up there, about 5. Or I'm sorry, 3. Woo! That ain't 5. Take it off and hook it on quick. I think it'll dump out. It'll bounce. Yeah, initially it bounces. That's good that it works. And again, the 6 volt still isn't working, but I have to tear it out, clean it up to figure that out. But anyways, you didn't get to see any smoke and flames. I imagine at this point some of you, but I do like to keep things a little bit safe. I don't learn anything by blowing stuff up typically, but I do thank you guys very much for stopping by and giving me even a second of your time. And if you made it this far, you should pat yourself on the back, because I sure would pat you on the back for staying this long with me. Just a simple little battery charger, solid state 6 amp, 12 volt. It looks like 6 volt is not working right now. So thanks guys so much. Hopefully you got to enjoy and learn something, and hopefully have a great day. Thank you.